And that is a question that I want you to think about now. Have you ever high-fived yourself?
Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of the Tiff and Tony Show. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode with Tiff and Tony. Tony, welcome. How are you doing?
I am doing awesome today. Sorry about the background noise today. I'm actually in a coffee shop in Long Beach. It's an awesome coffee shop. It's called the Library Coffee Shop. It's got great coffee. It's got the best cheesecake ever. And so I'm actually up here. I've got a meeting a little while later on, so I thought I'd come up here and do the Tiff and Tony Show from a coffee shop.
Nice. Well, today we are going to be talking about something that's pretty simple, but might feel a little bit awkward to people. Why don't you take it away, introduce us to what this is, and we'll go from there.
My first question to you, Tiffany, actually is, how does it feel when someone high-fives you?
Okay. Well, first of all, I love high fives. Like ever since I was little and even as an adult, I've just been like a high fiver. I don't know why. I love high fives. And so when I get a high five, I feel excited, energized. I feel like I'm like part of a team almost, you know? Like I've accomplished something with someone or someone's proud of me. So it just gets me excited and happy.
Yes, that's awesome. And that's basically what high fives do, right? They show that you are seen, you've done something great, and someone's noticed you, right? And so we do this for our kids all of the time on the PureGame field. We're always high-fiving kids because that actually creates a really positive energy on the field. And kids leave the field knowing they've got what it takes to live life. And so one of the things that we're actually teaching these kids, though, is something a little different. And that is a question that I want you to think about now. Have you ever high-fived yourself?
Maybe on like one occasion to be silly, I've probably like high-fived myself. But other than that, no.
I have just got through a book by Mel Robbins, and it's called The High Five Habit. And she talks extensively in there about the power of high-fiving yourself in the mirror as you get up in the morning. She's got a whole system around it. It's a really good book. And I've started to take it on myself and go, okay, what does this actually feel like? And here's my thinking. If you were to tell your best friend some of the things that you tell yourself on a daily basis, would you have a best friend anymore?
Probably not. No.
The concept is very simple. We are our own worst enemy. We beat ourselves up all of the time. You're not good enough, you did that wrong again, see, that's failed. When really what we want to start becoming is our biggest fan. We want to become our biggest fan. I want to become Tony's biggest fan. And the way that you can start becoming your biggest fan is simply by high-fiving yourself throughout the day, in the mirror, in the morning, high-five yourself. Because this is what Mel says. She says you can't be angry with yourself. You can't be annoyed at yourself. You can't put yourself down and at the same time give yourself a high five. It's nigh on impossible to do that. So in the mirror in the morning, when you give yourself a high five, it makes you smile. It picks you up, and you can get on your day, and then you can start to practice the art and the habit of becoming your number one fan. Right, and so my challenge, this is an early challenge, and we're going to talk about something else in a minute, but my challenge to everyone listening to this is every morning you wake up, clean your teeth, and after you clean your teeth, give yourself a high five, right? And celebrate that in some way. Give yourself another high five to celebrate the high five you just given yourself, right? But it's a celebration of you and who you are and all of the gifts and all of the strengths and all of the wonderful things that make you you. And so challenge, clean my teeth in the morning. After I finish cleaning my teeth in the morning, I will high five myself
So do we need to have like a specific thing that we're actually high-fiving ourselves? Like you said, like high five the fact that you brushed your teeth or something, and then high five the fact that you high-fived yourself? Or is it just a general, we're high-fiving ourselves because we're like rooting for ourselves to start the day? Okay.
Yeah, it's just a general high five, right? But we know that the tiny habit piece is after you've done the tiny habit, you celebrate, right? And so it could be a smile or a well done or something like that. So the tiny habit recipe is after I clean my teeth, I will high five myself. And then my celebration is well done, good job, another high. So Tiffany, why are we talking about high fives today?
Partially are just challenging you to do something to build yourself up and start the day off with a positive attitude towards yourself. And also, the second reason is something that we have mentioned before. It's called our High Five Champion. And it's a way that you can be a champion for kids out on the field with PureGame. It means you get to come and be on the sidelines, cheering them on, presenting yourself as a safe and caring adult that's there to just show them that they matter, and you get to high five the kids.
This is such an important part of what we do. You just said it. When you receive a high five, it makes you feel special. It makes you feel alive. It makes you feel noticed and seen. And kids today are living in a confusing world. They're making very few meaningful connections. Our field champions make those meaningful connections happen through just being on the field, but they make them by seeing children on the field and high-fiving them and saying, well done, great job, you're awesome. And that then allows the kid to feel connected, which then clears up some of that confusion that they're feeling. And you can be part of that. You can be part of this great movement of helping kids feel like they're connected to something bigger than themselves, so those kids can live a meaningful life.
So if you're interested in becoming a high five champion with PureGame, the link to the landing page on YouTube is in the description. Being a high five champion with PureGame is a low barrier to entry way to see what it's like out on the field, one, and two, you get to make a positive, tangible impact in a child's life. For the 20, 30 minutes that you're out on the field, you might feel energized and excited that you're part of something bigger, and you will impact a child's life. Even the smallest moments can change and impact a person's life for the better.
And I'm going to remind you of the challenge. Try this at home. High five yourself in the mirror and see how it makes you feel. Do it for a week. Challenge you. See if you can make it happen.
Yes. All right. Well, that's a perfect place to end with our kind of dual challenge episode. And we hope you have a great week. Thanks, Tony. Bye, everybody.
Thank you. See ya.
Thank you so much for joining Tony and me in this week's episode of the Tiff and Tony Show. We hope you feel encouraged and motivated to keep growing with us. If you like what we do here at PureGame, one of the best ways you can support us is by liking and sharing this video with your friends on social media. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel using the button directly below this video on YouTube, and you can donate at our website, www.thepurgame.org. And with that, we'll see you right back here next week.